What's going on, guys? Welcome to a special Mooniverse New Year's Eve special. Of course, I'm doing this like practically last minute. Honestly, practically last minute. I don't know. I was just listening to Spirit. You like listen, try to get on, do a New Year's Eve special and actually happy new moon in Capricorn. Did a live yesterday. Readings were phenomenal. Phenomenal, guys. Phenomenal. So, well, at least to whoever resonated, right? But yeah, last night's show was great. Great. Um, so yeah, Spirit is like, I think I've been scrambling for like 2 days now. It's gonna be a very chillaxed show today. I am gonna pull some cards, just to get the energy going and flowing. Okay. Today I hope my audios are good. Give me a second. Is the thing wobbly? Yeah, there you go. All right. I hope the audio was good on my show yesterday. Oh my gosh, I didn't even check. Did I can't even remember. Whatever. But guys, I'm so grateful that you're here today, and to my later gators especially. Okay. All right, guys. Um, what I want to do is I want to give gratitude to the Most High, to my ancestors. I want to give gratitude to my brother Alex. May he rise in power. Gratitude to my children. It's been such a wonderful vacation with them, spending so much time together as a family. I'm grateful for every moment we spend together. And that's exactly what I'm taking away for this past year is really slowing down and appreciating my time with them and my connection with them even more. The ability to be here, to share my gifts with you guys. I'm extremely grateful to my Vibe Tribe guys. Y'all know that I love you so much. Thank you for sharing this space with me, for supporting me, for hitting me up in my email when things are like yay and when things are like so gratitude to everyone. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. And so we're coming together today to reflect on that was like kind of the feeling I got when Spirit came through and said, okay, let's do like a little New Year's on Monday, new moon in Capricorn. So pay attention to where Capricorn, which house Capricorn is in, because that's where this new moon is going to affect in that particular house, right? Or if you're a rising, if you're a sun, or if you're a moon, right? I'm a moon, by the way. So we're going to reflect on this past year and express our gratitude for everything that we've learned along the way. We have some special guests that will be popping in, I pray. If not, that's okay. I'll just go with the flow, and whatever's in my heart, I'll share it with you guys. Um, this space is about focusing on our spiritual journey. It's always been about that, right? Um, and as we prepare for this new Gregorian calendar year 2025, right? Because there's so many different calendars, right? And I love to take all of them into consideration because it all means something new, and it all means something different. So I want to take a moment to thank each of you for allowing me to tap into spirit, as I said before, and share these gifts, pull the cards, read the energy, do all these wonderful things, bring guests on, which I'm trying to do a lot more. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm just being obedient to spirit, and hopefully, when these guests come in, they're gonna add to this unique energy as well, to this gathering of beautiful spiritual entities that I've met along the way. I'm so blessed. I think that's also, not that I think, I know that this is why I created this show today, with with the hope that I could share this space. I should have planned it earlier, but you know how Mooney could be. You know how Mooney could be. But really, I want to share this space with these wonderful entities that I've met, in this past year or so. And I love them. I love them all. I love you guys that come in the chat. Jessness, what's going on, mama? How are you? Oh, blessings to you and the boys. Blessings to you and the boys. I pray y'all had a very beautiful, beautiful Christmas. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming. And Justness is another beautiful entity that she lives in Australia, and with two beautiful boys, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Love you too, Mooney. Thank you, sweetheart. um, she's an amazing, amazing divine feminine, and we met. Justice, was it through the Ronin experience? It right through one of these shows, whether it's here, I think it was through the Ronin experience we met, something like that. And she's wonderful. We follow each other on Instagram. She is very spiritually enlightened. She's so tapped in. She's so, yeah. She said yes. Let me put it up here. Yeah. She's so tapped in. Jessness is so tapped in to spirit and her divine feminine energy, and she's extremely a powerful, powerful entity, and we love her so much. We love you and the boys so much. um yeah, so let me see, did I cover more or less what I wanted to talk about? Yeah, so let's have a good time. This is we want to bring in this energy of celebration, of our growth and our connections, and this beautiful journey that lies ahead, right? Because it's ever evolving, this journey of ours, and I'm extremely grateful to be on this side of the energy where I am now, compared to even the beginning of the year, even the beginning of the year, so I'm extremely grateful, extremely grateful. So thanks for being here with me today on the Mooniverse, this New Year's Eve special. And yeah, definitely. Let's So I am we're going to talk about different topics, I hope, with our guests or whatever. We're just going to go with the flow. But there's been a lot of craziness, a lot of craziness. Has anybody noticed towards the end of this year, like the last quarter of this year, I would say from like October to now, a lot of things out in the news are coming out. You got these UAPs, you have AI advancing in so many different ways, like full blast. Um, a lot of I would say this is the year. This is the year where celebrity worship is like dead. Thank God. Thank God, honestly. And I did and in the beginning of the year, there was this comedian called ay Dios mío, Cat Williams. Cat Mike Micah Williams. That's his actual name, is not Cat. His name is Micah. Hey Ronin, what's going on, bud? Hey yo, let's go. Um I want to say, but I don't want to say, but I want to say, but let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a surprise, guys. It's a surprise. So Yeah, and he really did. He really did. Cat Williams. Ooh, you need to see that interview. If you didn't see that interview on the Shay show, he called out. He called out, and I did a decode on his emblem. He had this emblem, and there was something was sticking out for some reason. And what Spirit revealed to me is that he was using high magic, because we know about Hollywood, right? We know about Hollywood, how Hollywood is, high witches, lots of black magic that they do, what they call black magic, right? A lot of, sacrifice. I don't want to say too much, but especially sacrifice of oneself, a lot of cooking, if you guys know what I mean. And I felt that that emblem was very unique to him. And do you know, I liken it to Solomon's seals, right? That Solomon had these seals where he tapped into these demons in order to use their power. And that sigil, Spirit revealed to me that that sigil was a sigil of protection to be able to enter into this space where he was going to reveal particular things, okay? Where he's going to reveal particular things, okay? And he needed protection. He absolutely needed protection. So that's one thing. I did a bit of a breakdown, but there's so much more to it. There's so much more to it. Okay. He was even dubbed the man of the year in GQ. And someone said that he opened up the portal to the end of celebrity worship. And that's when all this whole Diddy thing happened. So that was crazy. That was crazy. Yes, I'm driving to a festival with the boys. I'll be listening while I drive. Absolutely. Please be safe, have fun in that festival. My love to the boys. Let me know how you guys how it turned out, how the festival turned out. Oh my gosh, Mara, I left you a message. I left you a message today. I don't know if you heard it. I love you so much, Mara. She is another beautiful entity that I connected with here within this special space of this vibe tribe. And she's a wonderful confidant. She's so wise. She's so tapped into her feminine energy. She has this amazing knowledge of astrology, the zodiac, everything, and we have these conversations. They're very deep. And she's amazing, an amazing entity. Mwah. I am so grateful to you, Mara, for being here and for knowing you and for sharing this space with you, my love. I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad. Because do you feel it? Do you feel it? Yes, the love, the love. Absolutely, absolutely. You're going to straight up into my gratitude box. Yes. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So much gratitude, so much gratitude. So yes, guys. So that's what's going on. I'm telling you, there's so many things to talk about. Especially everything that happened in this year. And each and every one that each and every one of my vibe tribes, they rock with it on a different level and see things in such unique ways. And that's why I love, you know, jumping in on the Telegram, see what everyone is talking about, and everyone's beautiful, beautiful, unique perspective on everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on not only in the world but in the spiritual realm as well, right? And I think that this year, I'm going to say definitely this year, the spiritual realm is being shaken up. It's being shaken up, and so many things are being like the truth is really coming to light in so many ways, right? um and it's being revealed by people that are like us, that we're tapped into spirit, and we see things and we get these downloads. And and then we express them in particular ways, whether it's expressed through nature, whether it's expressed through tarot, whether it's expressed through, another type of divination, or through knowledge through books. And it's like we all build. I love it when we come together, because we build off of everyone. And we think I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing. Let's see, Mara, I'm so glad. What are you doing up late, girl? But I'm glad you're here. Hey, Justin, safe journey. Lots of blessings and protection for you and your boys on your magical, awesome adventure. Yes, many blessings to you. See, and everyone here vibes with everyone. I love it. I love it. It's great. I'm extremely grateful. I'm extremely grateful. So, okay. Let me see. It's 7:48, and I'm calling out the time for a specific reason. Let me see. 7:48. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, first of all, let me light another incense stick. So check this out. This incense stick, I bought them, and they are carbon free, which, by the way, look, I burned these little carbon tabs. Well, yeah, they are, but I didn't realize that they do emit like a toxic fume. Lord of mercy. I'm trying to I'm trying to tap into spirit, and I'm poisoning myself, and I'm killing myself at the same time. So anyway, where's the box of these things? Hold on. No, they're not here. Hold on. I got the paper somewhere. Hold on. They are carbon free, and they are Palo Santo. This is a Palo Santo. I don't know where this thing is. Anyway, and they're actually, very healthy for you. It's the fumes aren't toxic. So I was like, okay, let's move into, healthier spaces for 2025. I learned something new. I've been poisoning myself. I had no idea. I was killing myself softly. Okay. So let's pull. Listen, guys, yesterday's reading was dynamite. They really were. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's pull an angel number card. You saw that 1414 there? Let's pull an angel number card just to get the day, just to get the evening started. What's the angel number card for our beautiful collective that's here listening now, whether it's live now or whether it's on the replay? Thank you, Spirit. For the greater good of all. Okay, let's see. Let's see what is the angel number card for tonight. Let's see. Let's see. What's the angel number card for tonight, Spirit, for the collective? What? Four, divine guidance. You see, because that's why I'm here on a Monday, on a last minute Mooniverse show. It's divine guidance. I receive divine guidance with an open heart. The universe speaks to me through signs and intuition. I am attuned to this message, which leads me towards my highest path. Oh, yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for all of the signs, Spirit. Whether it is through numbers, whether it is through nature, like animal spirits, the trees, the sky, the birds, flowers, even in our dreams. How have your dreams been as of late? I'm going to tell you right now, my dreams have been extremely lucid, more lucid now than ever. And I think that is a powerful, powerful sign of my own evolution in the spiritual journey. And that's beautiful confirmation. It can be scary, because sometimes you could be thinking of something. You could be thinking of something and then boom, and it just happens. What is this? Is it just me, or is the sound and video not in sync? But it's still okay, is it? Oh no. Really? Don't tell me it's my laptop. But is it still okay? I don't know. Guys, anybody else who's listening, can you let me know how my audio and how my visuals are? Is it lagging? Am I lagging? Can you hear the music in the background? I don't want to get copyrighted because I'm listening to 80s. Snap my fingers. For me, it's perfect. All right, Ronan, it's you. Because you know what you need to do already. Mara said it's perfect. Just need to travel. Ronan just needs to travel. Yes. So, okay. So boom. All right. The quadruple for quadruple, quattro, quadruple. Come on. That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. I love that. I'm going to leave that right here on the side because I know this might show up, but this is the energy for tonight. And then we got we have four watching. I love it. Four, did you know, guys, know that the number four is the actual number of wealth? What is this, running? My gift is that I can see 2 seconds into. Yo, you so stupid, bro. You stupid, man. I swear. And I say that with a lot of love. That's like a Brooklyn thing. You stupid. Let me see. Only 2 seconds for an old one. I thought you were on the. Oh my gosh. Yo, Mara. You wildin', Mara. I love it. I love it. My goodness. Okay, guys. So yes. So here we go. As we are waiting for our surprise guests to come through. She was like myself. I love y'all. Yeah. I'm telling you, we love you too, girl. I'm telling you. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the things that we talk about and what we laugh about and what we say like in the background, oh, forget it. It's hysterical. It's hysterical. All right, guys. So let's do 7:56. All right, beautiful. Let's do. You know what? I didn't pull this deck. I had this deck on the table last night, but I didn't pull. It's a love deck on like guidance as far as love, whether it's love with with someone else, family, self-love. Let's see what's the message for tonight, Spirit. What's the message for tonight? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message for tonight? I got to keep looking at my screen here in case my guests come in, which I hope soon. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message of love for the collective, Spirit? What do you want to let them know? Ooh, thank you. Here we go. Ooh, people are going to have some type of compassionate connection. You want to know something? A lot of this energy was in the reading yesterday. Love. Let me tell you something. Venus is doing some very powerful things. The main focus for next year, 2025, right? And this is if you're really doing the work and evolving money and real, healthy, true love connections for next year. So tap in if you want it, tap in. It says build a compassionate connection by being kind and understanding. Show empathy, offer support, and be a comforting presence for your partner. That's for whoever it's for. And I'm gonna also extend that to, even if you don't have a partner, definitely extend that to yourself, right? It's about self-forgiveness, it's about self-love, right? Anything that helps to boost, one, your self-esteem, two, brings in healing of any past trauma, pain, betrayal. That popped up too in yesterday's reading as well. I'm telling you, yesterday's reading was fire. Not me meeting someone at said festival. Oh, you never know, girl, you never know. Ooh, you're lucky I don't have my other cards out, because I was gonna pull a card right now for Justness. Okay, let's do Cosmo. Ooh, Venus in Aquarius. What is this? Venus in Aquarius be squaring Uranus retrograde in Taurus right now. Oh, you know what? I spoke on that too. What are my notes? Oh, damn, this ain't the book from last night that I had. Oh, Mashugana. Yeah, I spoke about that. Thank goodness there's only 3 planets that are in retrograde, right, Mara? There's only 3 planets in retrograde right now. But Venus in Aquarius. My kids coming up and down the stairs. Okay. Let's see, Spirit. What is the advice from the cosmos to the collective? What's the advice? Ooh. Okay, here we go. We have pay attention. Okay, beautiful. Pay attention. It says, each and everything I do is worthy of my time and attention. Yes, being very intentional, very important. Do you focus on what's wrong in your life? The angels encourage you to pay close attention to the good stuff. Be grateful for it and celebrate it. What you focus your attention on, wanted or not, is what you become a match for. Listen, like, this is absolutely, let me turn it this way. This is absolutely something that Spirit was really driving home with me in this past year. Okay. Whatever we think about, that is what we attract. Honestly. Right? So let me talk about this instant manifestation I was talking about, that sometimes it could be scary, but sometimes it could be really, really fun. So there's times that I'm on the road and I have like an inkling for something, like, let's say pizza, but a particular pizza, right? And as I'm driving, I happen to pass by the freaking pizza shop that I absolutely love. And Spirit is like, all right, here you go. And for some reason, For some reason, it happens a lot with food. You know, there was another time I wanted an acai. You guys know what an acai bowl is, right? Boom. Somehow I ended up in the area in the neighborhood where they have acai bowls. And I was like, oh man, why can't it be instantaneous like that with other things? It's wild, but this is what you have to go through, right? Because in those little lessons I learned, okay, what were you feeling in the time that you had the feeling to eat, like, let's say, the pizza? What were you thinking? How were you feeling? You know? And I was just imagining myself, the slice, holding it, this, that, whatever, like, it's so good, this and that, whatever. And this is the same energy that you have to take on when you want to attract anything else in your life. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what you need to do, right? And then it doesn't even have to be. I wasn't like the whole day thinking about the damn pizza. It was just that moment in time, just a few seconds, and that's it. And then that's what I also heard, like, in these with particular teachers of manifestation. It only takes like 17 seconds. Who was it that I learned that from? Abraham Hicks. 17 seconds of manifesting. Like, if you are, you want to manifest a home, you got to picture the home, going into the home, turning the doorknob. What does it smell like? What does it feel like when you walk? What is the sound? This and that, whatever. Like, you have to get into a trance, and then the mind really doesn't understand, like, hey, doesn't know the difference. They say when you wake up from a scary dream, your heart is palpitating and you're like freaking out, or something sad happens in the dream and you still feel that sadness, like your brain doesn't know, which is freaking wild to me still. Your mind doesn't know that it's a dream or if it's this 3D. It just is just going through the experience, you know and it makes your feelings real. So it's wild. It's wild. So absolutely pay attention to what you're thinking about. Okay, are you only focusing on, and listen, there's times where you have to give space, right? If you feel sad or depressed about something, or you're not feeling great about something, because especially us as women, right, we have to go through it all. We seriously do. But we need to know where to put that energy and how to deal with that energy, not to get stuck. Okay, we understand this is what we're feeling, we have to go through this, and then really manage, honestly manage those feelings, and those, give, honor them, absolutely honor them, but also learn how to release, and that's also another wonderful lesson that I've learned in this past year, you know, that it's okay for me, like, sometimes not to feel good about, whatever it is, even though through gratitude, I had this amazing conversation with Mara not too long ago, because it's like sometimes you just feel like, oh, it's like one step forward and two steps back and stuff, so, and then it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have connections, like, with all of you that I have connections with, to talk about these things, because it's like you feel like you're not going through it alone, which is wonderful, and the support is amazing. And this is why I open up this space for you guys, to ask your questions in the chat, whatever, ask me any questions, whatever it is, and we definitely get through this together. What is this? Look who is here. Ooh, whipping us up coquito. You know what? Oh my gosh, I didn't even get my drink. I am nuts. What's up, Betty? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys. Okay. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, blessings, blessings, blessings blessings to Petrina. Let me put that up there. To her, to the kids, to George. Shout out to everybody, to the Mesa family. We love y'all. Definitely, we love y'all so much. We love y'all so much. Yes. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, guys. So these are all beautiful experiences that are, we have to go through, all of these emotions. And especially with all of this madness that's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I went out the other day, I think it was last week, I went to go pick up my son, and I'm already seeing a drone, but I know it's a drone. I already know it's a drone, but I was like, because when stuff starts, because you could hear news, but then when you really start seeing things, and listen, this phenomenon of the orbs and stuff like that, I've seen them so many times before, mostly in Puerto Rico. Okay. So that's not new to me, and I think those orbs, those light orbs have always been there, But guess what? Throughout the years, people have been like this and not even bother looking up. Some people don't even know what a star looks like through a telescope. And then you got the news coming in, showing them exactly what it looks like, and then they want to freak out. You're like, okay, but that's normal. Why are they freaking out? So this is why we need to really uh we really need to take a step back, when a lot of stuff is pushed, and people, because you see people freaking out, and we need to take a step back, because guess what? All of that is going on outside, but I still got to go to work. Listen, UAPs, we still got to pay bills. All right, so do your thing, do whatever it is that you got to do out there. I still got to pay bills. So until something happens, which I hope is nothing too crazy, where we eradicate bills and paying, this and that, whatever, then hey, but in the meantime, if all just keep it moving, honestly. Keep it moving. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Guys, do you hear the music in the background? I don't know if did anybody tell me if they heard the music in the background? Because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh, get a copyright strike. Petri, I should have done a coquito too. Shame on me. Like honestly. But I still could do one more too. Mañanas. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Today's New Year's Eve. And we're celebrating it here on the Mooniverse. So guys, okay. Remember, if you want me to pull you any of these cards, just say, hey Mooney, let me get a angel number card. Let me get a card from the cosmos. Not really. I don't really hear anything. It's way in the back. Okay, good. Or pull me a love card. You could do that. All right, guys, in the chat. I could do that. It's open. It's like the night is open to that. Okay. It's open. Okay. I'm going to get, pardon moi, very quickly, because I forgot to, as a matter of fact, give me a second. I'm going to call my children. Give me 1 second. Okay, is the audio back? Is the audio back? Am I back? You can draw cards for me if you feel like it. Dealer's choice. Yes. Let's do it. I'm going to draw you a angel's number card. We're going to do it all. We're going to do it all. Let's do it. Do it. Let's do it. We'll do it all. Especially for you, my beautiful Mara. Especially for you, my love. Yes, you back. Thank you, Spirit. This is for our beautiful Mara. Ooh, I think you got 2 angel cards. Ooh. First one, 43, 43. Okay, it says self-expression. I expressed myself freely and authentically. My voice and creativity shine brightly, inspiring others and enriching my life. I am confident in sharing my unique gifts with the world. Yes. I think you're extremely gifted. You're extremely gifted. And I wish you had a YouTube. Honestly, I honestly wish you had a YouTube. And Jessness too. Next one. 4949, rejuvenation. I honor the cycles of renewal in my life. I release what no longer serves me and embrace new beginnings. Each renewal brings greater growth and fulfillment. Look at this. This is exactly the energy that we need to embrace today on a new moon. New moon in Capricorn. Beauty of the night was 4444, and you have that same energy right in here, girl. Do you see it? Do you see it? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, my love. As you, as you. Here we go. That is so aligned. That is where I am at. You see? I'm telling you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All righty. Thank you. This is for our beautiful Mara. Ooh, that came out quick even before I said which Cosmo Oracle card would you like to give to our beautiful Mara? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. We have here calm. Oh, look how beautiful that is. The message is calm. Let me read this. I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. The angels remind you that calmness comes with the determination to live ever happily in the present moment, relinquishing the past and not worrying about the future, but placing our lives firmly in Creator's hands. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry for the glare. Ooh, my camera froze. Sorry. Sorry for the glare. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and last one. Last one of love. L'amour. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Which card of love and connection you would love to give our beautiful Mara, Spirit? For our beautiful Mara. Which card would you like to give her? Thank you, Spirit. Let's get one more. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Look at this. Loving kindness. Loving kindness. I love that artwork. Calm is the energy for sure. Yep, absolutely right. What we're talking about, where things are kind of hectic out in the world, and this is the energy we need to enter into 2025 is calmness. Show loving kindness through small acts of service. Prepare a meal, run an errand, or offer a comforting gesture to show your partner or a friend or a loved one or even yourself that they are loved and appreciated. I love that. Acts of loving kindness. That's one of my love languages. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Whoa, what the heck? I just kicked the tripod. Okay. All right, we're good. We are good. So that's beautiful. I love that message for you, Mara. Absolutely. Absolutely. Calm is the energy for sure. I love it. Thank you so much. It resonates so much. You will have me in oh no, happy tears, happy tears. Profound gratitude. Calm is one of my favorite, right? Mm-hmm. Did today that one of an act of kindness is one that you did today. Do you see that? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you. Give me 1 second, guys.
I can't hear anything.
Well,
Now I can hear something.
we're gonna take over. We're taking over. Petri and I are taking over.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great, because I can hear you too. I got worried for a second. I thought something was super wrong.
I think this is the place for the weird.
The Ronizzle? What's going on, you guys?
Well, this is our show now. Petri. It's the Petri and
Oh,
Ronan.
word?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. All
It's
right.
the
Well,
Petri and Ronan.
cheers to that. I think Mooney said she forgot her coquito. I don't know how the ancestors feel about that move, Feather. I got to tell you, but I have enough for both of us.
Okay.
If you want.
Oops, wait. Okay, so you guys don't hear me. Oh my gosh.
Now I can hear you.
All right, so I see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome, awesome. All right, so let me give the introduction, guys. We got our two beautiful guests coming in, and of course, ladies first, right? Um, Petra, and I've nicknamed her Petri, right? We've known each other for about a year. She was my first female guest, which was a little more than a year ago
Yeah.
on the Mooniverse. She is an extraordinary woman that, who embodies strength, love, wisdom. Petri is such a devoted wife, mother of three beautiful children, three with one that was just
Five.
born 2 days ago, right?
Five.
Five, sorry, five. Yes, my bad. Five. Yes, five children. I got her beat by one. And honestly, she really balances it in such a seamless way, honestly, because it's it's not easy. It really is not easy, but she just makes it. She's flawless. She's honestly flawless. She's very passionate in supporting others as a skilled doula and an expert in midwifery. And if that's not enough, she's a super radiant embodiment of the divine feminine and an extremely powerful witch. We have Petri, y'all. How are you doing? How you doing?
You're so sweet.
Petri.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
very
girl,
welcome. Very
I'm
welcome.
good. I mean, I'm glad you think that I'm handling all of this over here so well because it doesn't, you know, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Libra sun and it really seems pretty off balanced most of the time. It really drives me nuts, but we do the best we can. What can I say? And the coquito helps. So
She took my. I gave her the recipe last year, guys, and she's rocking it. She's been rocking it since last Christmas, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying it, sweetheart. Because I know the ancestors absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, guys, I have another special guest. First time on the Mooniverse, guys. So let's tip our hats. Let me introduce to you for the first time someone who is no stranger to us here in this vibe tribe. And I would tell you why. As a matter of fact, Ronan is the reason why a lot of us know each other. I'm going to say I'm connected to our vibe tribe because of Ronan, which I dubbed him. Well, actually, I've dubbed him the DeFi god, but he honestly really has brought a lot of the vibe tribe together, and I'm extremely grateful. I'm extremely grateful to you, Ronan, and and on top of that, he's a wonderful, devoted father of a beautiful daughter, right? Because I messed up with Petri, but I know you got one daughter. Beautiful. He's also a computer tech expert with a deep understanding of the digital world and specializes in cryptocurrency, especially decentralized cryptocurrency. And that's how I dubbed him the DeFi God. His insights are extremely invaluable. And it's why, you know, we've really connected because he has so much knowledge of this electronic age and all of this digital currency, and this is the wave, and he's put out so much wonderful information, and he's also the host of the Ronin Experience, and he also is deep into the etymology and the breakdown of all these wonderful words and the meaning and the deeper meanings of it, and also has this beautiful interest and passion of the old world. Ronan, how are you doing, my friend? I hope I didn't butcher that.
I was thought you keep on going. I just like hearing about myself.
I was wondering if you were as uncomfortable with the compliments as I am.
Oh no, I wanted to keep on going.
I need to get used to the compliments.
Also, really, one of the most humble people ever. So much love, greetings, peace and harmony, man. I have it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. I have some interesting things about now in the coming year. I wrote down some notes to share with the people.
Beautiful, beautiful. And that's
Exciting.
exactly what we are going to touch on, what we're going to touch on tonight. Um, and Petri, I would love for you to kick it off and let us know what is in your heart. And let's go. The floor is yours, sweetheart. The floor is yours.
All right, all right, all right. um, I mean, the biggest thing in my heart right now is gratitude, um, and I mean that in such a genuine way because I find that I often am saying how grateful I am and how much gratitude I hold. And I do strive for that, but it's hard. It's hard when things, I think you really said it good when a little while ago you said that the whole past year was kind of like one step forward, two step back, and that's exactly how it has felt. And it's been hard at times, man. It's been hard to take that in stride, and to um stay grateful. And I think that perseverance is really what got me through this past year. I really found that I needed to take a break from all my typical social outlets, and I kind of laid low for a while. I was growing a human, and I was really just called to be uh, a hermit for most of that time. And I just really had to spend the year reflecting on the events that were going on, but the people that chose to leave my life. um I can't, we all said, this time, um a year ago, we all said how it was going to be this and that. It was going to be hard. 2024 was going to be rough, and we weren't going to, know exactly, of course, like how it was going to play out, but that it was all about change. And bro, like it was, I can't believe how different my life is. Like I really like, and the changes that I felt were coming was is just not how it went. Like it was all unexpected change, real change that I didn't, of course, necessarily want, but I know that I need. And I think the biggest part of that is the people that left my life that I would have never thought that going into 2025 I would not have certain people by my side. And it was really hard. It was really hard. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the great exit, the great exodus of my life. And it turns out, like, of course, um, everything is always working for us and never against us, even though it feels like that sometimes. And so I am so grateful. I'm grateful that those people are no longer in my life, in my way, clouding my thoughts, clouding my judgment, clouding my decisions, because I realized that a lot of the choices that I were intending on making really were based around other people, their influence and their perspectives, and not really my own. So I am so grateful um, for all of that. And of course, I'm grateful for the divine protection that is always surrounding us, and the experience that I was able to I was able to birth unassisted in my bathroom with just my husband and myself, and it's like, we always say like, you like, that's possible, and I like, I know that I see it all the time. I've seen it so much, and it was not my plan to be unassisted. And so again, like, what is planning? Like, what does that mean? Like, it's, yes, be prepared, but to plan is like, is there really a point? you know is there really a point to, like, do you have a plan, or is it really all divine plan? I don't know. Like, I don't know. And so I'm grateful for all of the experiences that I've had, the hard and the easy and the fun times and the not so fun times, and I'm just super super excited. I think that 2025 is going to be a huge manifestation year. um all of these changes are definitely leading to greatness, or not, depending on exactly what you said, the work that you've been doing or not been doing. And I feel that with every part of me, definitely. So I think that for the said Vibe Tribe, it's going to be one hell of a magical year for all of us, and I'm like super super excited to see what comes to every single one of us. I'm excited for all of you guys, and everybody in the chat is like sounding off and like super cool. Jessness is here, Mara is here, Edward. You guys are super dope, and I love you all. And yeah, I guess that's just like the synapse of my year in a nutshell. Being a hermit and finding all of these things that I just like, I don't know. It's hard to even put into words sometimes. Like, how do you describe, like, transformation? Like, really, like, you talk about it ahead of time, like, especially when it comes to things like birth, and I talk about that with women all the time, like the transformation of birth, and like, you how you step into a new version of yourself after each birth experience, and this whole year was like birth for all of us, for everyone. We are all different versions of ourselves. We are all the 2023 versions of ourselves. 2023 Petra, Moonfeather, Ronizel. They're not here no more. We are not them. They ain't us. You know what I mean? Like, we're complete, all of us are so changed, and I'm really really excited to see what's next for all of us. So I think that's that.
That's
Cheers.
awesome.
I love that.
Cheers, y'all. Love you guys.
Yes. Cheers for sure. Cheers for sure. Oh my gosh. Give me a second.
Petri,
You said
that was beautiful. You're a rock star, straight up. And
Thanks,
that
Anthony.
actually, I mean, you're a rock star, dude. I appreciate you. And your whole crew is amazing.
mhm.
You said some things that were really like stuff that I wrote down because I was we're definitely different over the last couple years, and I think I've heard of someone else say this. They considered it casting or the curing process when you're shaped, in all kinds of works and things, like pottery or something, for example. We've been in the casting curing process, and the last couple years have definitely been interesting. Whether it was been like melancholy, you know what I'm saying, or whether it's
Mhm.
different people, different priorities. One, so I wrote this down. So I'm just gonna write what I wrote. I'm just gonna say what I wrote down, and it syncs with a lot of stuff that you were just saying. 2025 is going to be like no other year that any of us has ever had before. if you think about it, 2024 is kind of like 2020, like not a whole lot, like no, not like super major, like monumentous moments. Maybe some pruning of relationships like that, but
Definitely.
that's not like, that's not like. I think we're gonna get that my moments in 2025, which is a lot of that preparation that I feel like we've been going through to prepare for what is coming. Right now, the vibe, like in that card you pulled for Mara, the vibe for I would say is just be and not focus on future plans and goals. Have some goals, but don't focus on them like right now, like heavy. Focus on just being human being. Just be, just be. You know what I'm saying? And that's funny. That card came up with calm. That's straight up, like that's tapped in with the energies. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Right now, just be. I also wrote like in regards to that, focus on yourself, and it's not the time to be concerned about how others perceive you or trying to be popular. So that cutting off of a lot of that social media stuff or that external stuff, Petri. Why do you say Petra? I
It's
thought.
all good.
Oh, why do I say
It's
Petri? And
like
that's
it's
me trying to be fancy.
You say
but
whatever you want. Petra or Petri is fine.
Oh,
I Moonfeather calls me Petri because it's just
oh,
her term of endearment for me.
she's. See, I gotta. No, just Rudy will get in your head. No, so that's that. I've been cutting out that same thing, Petri. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. But not trying to be popular, external, especially that social media stuff. I want all these people to like me and really, and I'm sure we've all dealt with that. I've dealt with it. I'm like, why don't nobody like me? Oh my gosh, right? I'm awesome, but I'm also stupid. You know, and that kind of thing. Like, um, that's also that old programming too, especially like let that go. I the other week I think one of these shows on my thing, I was like old stories, but they don't define you anymore. It's about new stories. So that I'm this, I'm that, I'm dumb, I made mistakes, that's see you later. Also trying to get that external validation from people that really don't matter that much. So internal over external right now. Selfish, but not in a jerkish kind of way, and not even being a recluse. Just really just focusing on that internal, more like enjoying the little things that are in your life, like the kiddos, or the puppies, that like right there is what you should be like enjoying, being in those little moments, right? Um, being like a material things or status or being like a bazillionaire, it's not much different than being like where we are in that just those little things, man. Like straight up. So rest, chill, and don't worry about like I need some excitement in my life right now. Like don't try and seek adventure and excitement at this moment, in my opinion. Enjoy the friends and family. And so there's some things coming up in 2025 that literally has, as far as the luminaries and things, that hasn't happened in hundreds and in some cases thousands of years. So what's coming in 2025, the various planets and all that stuff is incredible. I'm focused on January 27th. I think we're going to start to see a lot of things start to move from then on out. I think February, there's a lot of dates in February that I think we're going to see that serious movement going crazy. I think in a good way, good for us. I think again, like Bethany, those that have been working and we've been waiting on this. I know all my people. all my Pisces homies and all my Aquarius, we're like been bored or melancholy or we don't know, nothing's in some cases, what's the point kind of thing. But that's going to change. That's going to change. It's not depression. It's just like, I don't really know what to do or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, what am I doing here? What is happening?
Yeah. So I think a good thing about that is focusing on not your goals, but just like, where do you want to be? Like, what do you want to be in, say, June in 2025? Like, how do you want your life to be? I would be thinking like that, not necessarily goals. Like, I need to do that. I would start. This is something I'm just talking to myself. Where do I want to be in June 2025? How do I want things to look? Around, how do I want my 3D situation to look? How do I want to operate? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? So I see there's a lunar eclipse. We're probably in March that we're probably going to see a little bit of a drain, and then in up until March 25th. March 25th, yo. I mean, I wrote down Saturn enters Aries, and then in June 9th, 69, Jupiter enters Cancer, yo. And that's that body. So that's when I was thinking about the Cancer. Like, what's my body? Like, what's my 3D? What's my kind of, how, you know what I mean? Now's the time to redefine yourself. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm shaking the thing. Who you've been operating that way. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be? Redefine yourself. And for me, and then you got Pluto in Aquarius, man. You got Neptune and Uranus coming and doing things. This is pregame, quiet pregame before the fireworks. And after June, I think there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be very different from then on out. Like, imagine like the internet, before the internet, and then the internet, stuff like that. I'm just using that as an example. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be major changes. I would say don't make any like I said, seek an adventure. Don't do that. Don't make any spontaneous decisions right now. And for the crypto bros who are especially those that are tapped in, financial systems, all that, and then especially those that know it on a super deep level. If you're like me, this is how rare of a breed, not just me, but some of my people are. Crypto, knowing about the financial stuff from a tinfoil hat conspiracy perspective, and then tying in the astrotheology and all the astrology stuff, and working on yourself internally and rocking with spirit. That is such a niche crew. Like, that's less than 1% of people in the world. Like, straight up, this is not an ego thing. I'm just, and if you're
that's right. No, you're right. You're right.
If you're on that level, in June, things are going to be so life changing. You're going to have material resources to fund whatever new style, new life you want to be. So, yeah, man. So we're going to have totally different experiences, I think, in June and going. So I would be preparing oneself for that. Yeah, that's my little notes that I see. And shout out Aquas.
Thank you so much.
So best sign award in 2024. My vote goes to Aquarius. My vote goes to Aquarius. That's my vote. I know Mooney's gonna say Gemini. So
Listen, it's a fact. Which, by the way, guys, all three of us here are air signs. All three. So air is ruling tonight. Okay, air is ruling tonight.
Aqua Gemini.
But for a fact, the three signs that are going to rock. Okay, this year, Gemini. Actually, 4. Let's do 4. Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, and Aquarius. Okay, so please pay attention, guys. Pay attention to those signs in your house, in your birth chart. Which house are these signs? And that's where it's going to affect. So Ronan mentioned, I hope y'all wrote down those dates, because those dates are very, very significant for this year, right? And I want to write it out because we have to put out these numbers, right? We got to put these out. We need to speak power. And this is a wonderful way to do it, right? On the through this channel on YouTube, right? Because it's air, and that's our power. So 2025 is actually the like January 1st of 2025. It's a very special date because it is a secret 9/11. Okay. And this number here has been very significant for the past 3 months. Ever since I had shout out to Gabriel Slick Dissident, I had him on my show. You could check out our live in my channel, where that energy has been the 11s and the 9s have been rocking. Amazing. That 9 year, which is 2025, has really been showing up so early in this year. And Jupiter, we know Jupiter is in Gemini, right? And it's gonna go direct. I don't know if y'all know, it's gonna go direct on February 4th. And we just so happen, Jupiter is this symbol. So you got the 2 and the 4 there. So it's very significant. And it will be in Gemini. So this is why we say Gemini. We know that this is a planet of expansion, of good fortune, of, money, just wonderful things. This is why pay attention to where Gemini is in your chart. Okay. And of course, I'm going to have to say it. You got to shout out Geminis too, Ronan, because we just found out that I found out for Ronan that he's a Gemini rising. So on top that he's an Aquarius, so now he's doubly blessed for this coming week, for this coming year as well. So guys, thank you so
And
much. All right,
snake
I
is
just
my
want to touch on those topics because
and Chinese
what?
snake is my year, and going into a snake year, shedding old skins. Guys, you might want to be my friend. This is like, I'm basically going to take over this whole realm. I'm sorry. I'll be nice. And Mara, I won't be a bully. I'll be really good at running,
Yes,
running this realm.
No, I'm telling you, and it's funny because I'm an ox guy with roosters, rats, and snakes. That's their best three animals as well. But guys, okay, I just wanted to put those dates out, and also pay attention. We got a planetary alignment the day after the inauguration, January 20th. Is the inauguration. Pay attention. The markets are going to go crazy after that day as well, if you're invested, especially in crypto. And then we have the planetary alignment the next day on the 21st, which we call the planet parade. So we have like 6 planets aligning all at once. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so definitely you guys have really shared some wonderful, wonderful points and about our lessons and what we're absolutely grateful for. And I totally sync with both of you because that's exactly, and I said that in my intro, how I'm not the person who I was in the beginning of this year. And that's wild to think. But I'm extremely grateful to that because there's nothing worse than if a year, and I met people, it's like they're going through the same shit the entire year, and it's like they're ice skating in the same spot, and they just don't move anywhere. But I'm extremely grateful because that's what we want. We want this change. So when you see the Tower card coming up, when you see the Death card coming up, I learned to embrace instead of to fear it because that's what I want. Like if things aren't moving in a particular way in my life and I feel stagnation, something has to change, and it's always within me. And that's the hardest thing that I learned this year still Oh my gosh. I still got a lot of healing to do. A lot of healing to do. To think of, dang it, man, but I did so much work and stuff like that. And just like what you said, like you kind of expect things in a particular way, and it did not turn out as you expected. Spirit came in with bam, no, just came with a crazy uppercut hook, and really dropped the bomb, for me internally, spiritually, and it was the same thing, a lot of people had to leave. But then my question to you guys, right? Because this happened to me, but I want to get your opinion. Because for me, spirit is very, very faithful to me, right? So if something happens in my life and I don't understand why, and I'm like, why is this happening to me right now? I don't understand. Does spirit come through later on and always show you the why and give you that comfort, give you that spirit of consolation and be like, okay, this is the reason why? Does spirit always show up for you like that? Please, if you could go first.
For the most part, I want to say yes, but also I feel that there are some situations that we go through that are just meant to be felt and not comprehended and not understood, because the healing is in our emotional body and not our logical mental body of thought. So most of the time, yes, I do get the clarity, but at the same time, I have to go through an emotional purge or emotional healing before I get that too. So more or less, I get the path is illuminated through whatever the situation is, and so I get the insight into what needs to be healed, where in myself I'm still wounded, and whether that's in relationships or within myself or my physical health or any of that. So I want to say yes, but also I feel like some of those things are still not answered just yet. Just yet.
That's fair.
But it goes also too, I feel like what Ronan was saying before, like I think one of the biggest where I find myself in a similar place where it sounded like, anyway, what you were describing before, Ronan, was being present. Like when you said just enjoying the little things in your life, and yes, being happy with what you have, because yeah, I realize that, like, one of the things that I tell my children all the time is that you cannot get more. You will not get more of anything if you are not grateful for what you already have, if you're not happy with what you already have. And I realized that I was talking the talk and not walking the walk, and and that was a big reality check. This whole year has been a big reality check. And so I realized that in my life I wasn't practicing that. I was only preaching it. So I'm closing this year out with intentionally being present, and that being really my only intention, not making strides, not like taking next steps, and not doing X, Y, and Z, and not like, oh my God, like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, which is all nonsense, because you are always exactly where you are supposed to be. It might not be where you wanted to be at that point, but you are exactly where you are needed to be and where you're intended to be. So I just got to this point where, again, I just want to be still and present and sit in gratitude with what I have, and not worry about moving forward. And I got to tell you, the second I stopped doing that, like the doors are opening for next year. like the doors are opening. So, um, so there's a lot of interesting things possibly in the works that I'm really excited about, but it does, and it's really beautiful how all of these things are not right now. All of these planetary alignments and astrological happenings are something to look forward to, but not happening right now, and how that coincides with the season of winter that we're in, because the season of winter is about stillness and all about reflection and death and rebirth and preparing for what's to come. So it's not, of course, any coincidence. There are no coincidences. It just is. And so I just wanted to point that out, how awesome that is. So it's like,
Well,
I'm never, my mind is always blown. Never
right.
ceases to amaze me.
I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. I absolutely love that. Ronan, how about you? Same question for you, but
What was the question? I didn't know we were asking answering questions.
you get an F, fail. The question is, um, the spirit, because I said spirit with me is always faithful and always like shows the reason why as to something happens in my life, especially if it's something that wasn't like, it wasn't a great experience. Why am I going through this? The spirit always comes through with the clarity, whether it's instant or whether it's down the line. Does that happen to you? Do you get the clarity from spirit? Do you ask for clarity, and are you shown the way, as to why certain things? Have you seen it? Seen that clarity?
Okay. Yeah. Empathy. Definitely. I try, especially when I'm speaking publicly. Um, I try to remind myself and everyone that I'm speaking to the mirror. Typically, no matter what. Um, for me, it's probably no secret. I would consider myself a natural in that I don't really like study a lot of the systems, and I do that intentionally. Now, knowing like the various systems of this, you know, whatever. Let's just say astrology, for example, is valuable. It's good. For me, I don't actually want to get influenced by a lot of external things. I want to keep it natural. So that's for me. I'm just saying, and it works for me. So I do get confirmation and synchronicities. That helps me know that I'm in the right place and doing the right thing. I don't always do the right thing, but you know what I mean. I try. Um, Something that's been going on recently in the last week is like I've been getting these thoughts, these like surprise thoughts, and it's just like more healing. It's like identifying more surprise healing that you didn't know about. It's like, oh gee, thanks. And I know that I'm not perfect in that healing thing, but it's just like I thought I was good for a while. I thought I hit the big ones. Now I got this surprise thoughts because for me, like when I like meditate, I do like any thoughts that come in, I try and pull. I look at them and I dissect them and try and go, where are you from, and what are you. And a lot of times it's from some sort of um, uh, trauma thing, whether big or small or whatever. It's something that affects me in my thoughts, right? And in my being. So I look at it as a separate thing. I go, what are you, where are you from? Where'd you originate from? So I've been having some new ones come through lately. And I'm just like, yo, more stuff to work on, which I assume is like a never ending thing.
That's what you call new levels, new devils.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean the death and rebirth of this time frame is really I think spot on. Of course it happens every year. right? But I mean, these cycles, and then that's why I think like 2025 is going to be so huge because there's cycles within cycles. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you have the annual cycle, seasons and things. There's longer cycles than that. You know what I mean? There's like 19-year cycles. There's more, and then there's 100-year cycles, etc. I think we're in a one where a lot of those cycles converge. So really, and then really, so I try to come and talk to you guys like Moonfeather. I try to come on the Ronin Experience or anyone's show. I actually try to come pretty empty. And when you pull a card like calm, and I did write in some of my notes, and I only wrote them down because I was like, I was thinking it because I'll forget stuff. But and things like that, that's a synchronicity in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I'm really mostly nature. The birds are big time messengers, and a lot of numbers that I see around are big time messengers to me. So I try to just interpret like what is the what is the code trying to tell me, the almighty, the universe, whatever you want to call it, trying to tell me. So yeah, it is interesting too, Petri, and thinking about that. How does it all fit? I'll never stop thinking about how all this fits together. You know what I'm saying? Dynamically. And you always being where you're supposed to be. Maybe might not feel like the most pleasant space at that moment, but that's where you're supposed to be. How all that fits, you're having an experience, I'm having an experience, you know?
Yeah.
Like that is just, and I don't care. There's anyone that tells me, well, see, this is why. I'm like, yo, lose my number, bro. Because you know what I mean? Like, oh, see, this is why. It's cool. Or they'll show me a book. I'm like, listen, save your book or save your whatever. Like, we can sit and speculate, but if you're trying to tell me you got the answer to it all, lose my number, man. So anyway,
Right.
I hope any of that
Right.
makes
No, absolutely. Thank you for that. Definitely, definitely, and that's exactly what I said. That's what Spirit showed me this year, that I have a lot of healing to do. I'm like, what? I'm like, come on, man. Like, let you just chillax and enjoy this space real quick. But I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it for sure. Okay, so question. I want to talk about rituals. Um, because a lot of the time I hand out rituals on the Mooniverse, and some people take them, use them and stuff. But I think rituals are very special to the one who is performing it. Like there's I don't think that, just as Ronan has said this, I don't think there's a specific way to do particular things. I think if it has to come from within, whatever spirit calls on you to do, because that's what happened a lot of the times. If I'm going through something in particular in my life, like I need to call on the ancestors, or I need something about protection, or I just need to express a little bit more gratitude. It's like spirit puts it in my energy. All right, listen, you need to do this, clear out this energy, do this, light this candle, and say this. Now, do you guys do that? Go through that? How do you what is that ritual experience with you guys? Catherine.
Well, without I don't know, I don't want to say too much because I know that my wonderful and dearest husband is really excited for our upcoming episode of his show that he has been planning and trying to entice me. He's been trying to get me on for months to specifically talk about ritual. But so I will say that
I didn't even know that. But go ahead.
There is a difference between ritual and spell work, right? um ritual is something that is done routinely or regularly, um and with the goal of passing down a belief system of some kind. So you see ritual everywhere. We actually, many people all over the world just participated in one of the biggest annual rituals, that is celebrating Christmas and putting a Christmas tree up in your house and decorating a certain way. That's a ritual. And so yes, I am guided by intuition on certain things, especially cleansing rituals and things like that. And there are certain things that I'm called to incorporate at certain times, but the foundations of the ritual are the same, because it is for a goal. It is for cleansing. It is for protection. It is for whatever it is for. And um I mean, and I won't get into all of it, but you see it in birth all the time, the rituals that surround birth, and particularly hospital births, and all of these different things. So, yes, I'm guided by intuition to do pretty much everything, but spell work in particular, as far as like what candles do you use, and for what significance, what words to chant, or mantras to come up with. Um, and I've realized that the affirmations that I created for myself leading up to this past birth were they're spells, they're incantations, and they really, really came through for me this time around. I really thought that like other kinds of support were really going to be more beneficial, but in the end, it was my own spells and my own mantras that I made. And we call them affirmations, but really they're spells, and that's really what they are. It's spell work. So
Exactly. Thank you for that. That's amazing. That is really um extremely inspirational, because it just shows, like, listen, there are times that, yes, we need to rely on outside sources, but the real source is within. You just have to honestly trust, and that's really hard as well, you know, especially
sure.
when you're going through a lot of healing work and everything. Like, finally, trust the power within me to do whatever it is that I need to do, and a lot of the time it's that letting go of particular beliefs and old programming and stuff like that. That's really hard. But once you do, even if it's just a little bit, once you do, just like you said, so many doors open. So many doors open because of that, for sure. Thank you for that. Ronan, how about you? Are you big like on rituals, spell work, stuff like that? Have you done it? I mean, is it a thing for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really do the spells like that you guys do, and um like I know you guys might share some spells, specific spells, and that's
Mhm.
great. So I don't have that right now. I'm cool. I'm with it, but my little I have my mantras as well. You know, I have usually it's breathing. I find that breathing for me is just everything. Like everything. You know what I mean? It's the most powerful thing that I have is to breathe, you know. And I've seen a lot of kung fu movies, so I'm kind of like when I'm by myself, I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I become my own little-
Right.
Usually it's just breathing. And grounding for me is incredibly important. I see that grounding as a bit of communing with nature. I'll take my shoes off sometimes and just be out and just touch grass. And a lot of times I'll try and touch trees if I'm near them. And I holler at the trees and I envision, especially if I'm grounding with a tree, or a lot of times I might be, if I find a nice boulder to sit on, I will focus on the energy going down, um, way down like branches, and I just sit and I imagine, um, even like the branches of the tree taking the energy down. I imagine it in colors and it going down and disseminating. So I guess that's just visual stuff. I always say what's up to the sun. About every day I look, when the sun comes up, I say what's up to the sun and just say gratitude for the abundance, gratitude for the unconditional love, and yeah, let's crush. So I appreciate the sun. I get sun worship, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, man, if the sun doesn't come around, that's everything. That's light, that's heat, that's everything. So that's kind of my little thing. And of course, when I'm driving, I know I try to do like a little protection thing.
Nice. Very
But
nice.
I know we're all, if anything's about to pop off, I know we're all like, oh Lord, help me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. Um, that's great because it's very unique, to each and every one. That's exactly what I thought, which is the reason why I asked. Um, now that you're talking about the sun and stuff, and I just want to make this comment, right? Because this past year, so many things have happened, in the heavens, and with, I don't know if you saw the video that I posted, or you remember the video that I posted in Telegram on one of these last full moons, where another image of something else was on top of the moon. Did you guys see that video that I posted in the Telegram? I'm always taking pictures of the and video all the time. That's never happened. It's the first time. And I've always seen these videos and everything, and I was like, well, Spirit, you're gonna reveal it to me, But what I want to say is, okay, you hear about how this is a matrix, this is a hologram, this and that, and the moon isn't real, and the sun or whatever, and like you hear like all these things, this is not real. But then at the same time, that gets me a little upset, because, okay, everything is fake, it's fine, but at the same time, you can't deny the energy and the evidence that that these celestial bodies give, right? So a lot of the times you see so many planets running, oh, okay, that's why this is happening, and this is why this is happening. And if we didn't have the sun, we wouldn't be able to grow our plants. We wouldn't be able to farm, And the moon, the moon is fake. The moon is an image of this. The moon is an image of that. But then explain to me why, my menstrual cycle aligns with it, right? And everything else, like if you can't plant a particular seed in the ground during a certain phase of the moon, and that's huge in Puerto Rico because we're huge farmers in PR. There's a particular time that you go put a plant in Guante, you can't do it, and if not, then the tree will be spoiled or whatever, won't get any fruit, blah 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 blah. So that, people start talking about, it's like, okay, fine, but at the same time, everything has its purpose too, and so when people come with this thing, oh, this is fake, oh, this is that, it bothers me, it really irritates me, So I'm like, okay, whatever. Everything is fake, but at the same time, you can't deny its power and what it does. For us here in 3D, as far as, and the animals respond to it as well. Is it programming? I guess everything is freaking programming. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so how am I going to utilize this for my own good at the end of the day, right? How am I going to utilize this? So I just wanted to make that comment. Now, so moving forward for 2025, because I'm looking at the time, and I know you guys came on here honestly last minute and didn't even understand what that means to me, guys. So thank you so much for sharing this space. So this energy coming for 2025, what words of encouragement do you want to give to the collective, to the Vibe Tribe? What would you like to see within yourself, for this coming year? And I just want to put that out there to see, just speak power, speak power into these things. And absolutely, Petri, if you could please.
Well, first of all, I'd love to see health for the collective, all kinds of health. And of course, health, prosperity, all of those things. But I guess the only thing I really can say is to stay the course, you guys. Like just stay the course. Again, perseverance was a big lesson from this year, and I think that is something that really needs to be carried into 2025. Is just chipping away at it. No matter what that looks like or how long your ultimate or personal goals take. It's gonna take as long as it's gonna take. And just because it's not happening right here, right now, or hasn't happened yet, doesn't mean that it's not happening. And I think that it's really hard to stay aware that things are happening in the background, right? Things are happening in the background, and not everything is meant to be seen. So, putting your energy into not only staying the course, but into yourself, really like protecting your own energy, filling your own cup, and loving on yourself, man. Let's all love on ourselves a little bit more. I'd really love to see that. I think that the world would be a little brighter if we all loved on ourselves a little more. Because it's easy to love on one another. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the Vibe Tribe. I love, it's easy to put that out there. But if you're not giving it to yourself, man, it's like, you could be doing a little more for the collective.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
That's how you show up for the collective, is what you put into yourself is how you show up ultimately for other people. So that's what I think. But I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, can I answer Mara's question real quick? Do you mind? Mara was asking.
Absolutely. And shout out to Chris. Chris Meyer, what is going on? Peace and blessings to you. Chris has been feeling under the weather. He's a new friend that has been welcomed into the fold through Ronan. I met Chris through Ronan. And, we're praying and sending so many vibes of healing and loving energy to you, Chris, and to your loved ones during this time. Thank you so much for coming into the chat. We love you, Chris. Go ahead, Kristen.
Oh man, and through he all shall enter the Vibe Tribe.
Right?
Way to go.
One way, Petri. Go around.
The sooner everybody else catches up to it, gets privy to it. Um,
Oh, Petri, we got to start a cult. We got to start a cult, man. That's what we got to do later.
I'm down. Um,
But we can't let it devolve into just debauchery.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no. It's got to be the real deal. Um, so Mara was asking, would you say that rituals do not require spell work, whereas spell work does require rituals on the other hand? And I don't think that there's uh, any right answer to that, to be completely honest. I think that both ritual and spell work is extremely personal and that it looks different for everybody. And I would never tell you how to go about your practice. And I would encourage you to do whatever you are called to do, not by any person, but by your own intuition and by that voice that's telling you which way to go. It's not for anybody else to direct you into how you practice your own spirituality. It's very personal. So it could be one way or the other or both.
That's right.
So
I second that. I second that as absolutely, absolutely for sure.
yeah, again, ritual is something that's done routinely. You know, if you wake up every morning and the first thing you do is grab a cup of coffee, you are partaking in a ritual. So it's different for everybody, my love.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for the question, Mara. Thank you so much. Ronan, same question to you, my dear. What would you love to see now for 2025? First for yourself and for the collective.
Sure. You know, gratitude spirit help me say something incredibly brilliant that will empower everyone out there right now. So much love. I really like that Petri talked about healing. There's been just my observation. There's not a lot of people who even like have friends that much anymore, right? Maybe one or two good ones, right? For generally speaking, right? So that's a big part of the healing message, in my opinion. That's a part of it. Not just romantically, just home in real life, and that's I think a lot of people are missing that. With that said, I think authenticity in that, in reference to what I just said about friends and healing, and what I said, and Petri even said earlier a little bit about that external kind of, don't worry about external and how you're perceived, in that being you're free to be your unique self and not having fear to be that. I think that would be incredibly empowering and healing at the same time. Um, don't worry about how other people think about you. If just being your unique self, and let the chips fall where they may, in reference to that. Another one I think you guys reminded me of is a bamboo tree. Um, you might see a little sprout above ground, but for decades, it's building roots, like incredibly crazy roots for decades, and all you see is like a little bink that you see. The unseen is deep, deep, deep roots, and then all of a sudden, one year it just shoots up. Incredible. Like, so think about being like a bamboo tree, and that's how 2025. I think that's how I see things playing out, bamboo style. You know what I mean? A lot of things have been going unseen in getting those roots together, and we're going to shoot up. And words are wards and spells. So writes are sigils. So I always have been years consciously trying to when I speak, try and speak like what I call words of life, as opposed to words of death. That's just my little thing that I keep. When I hear like people talking, very like low vibe people talking, if you ever just walk around, you just hear other conversations. You're like, oh, like, it's just words of death, in my opinion. It's just so low vibe. For me, I always do my best to speak words of life, and that's a bit of a spell casting, in my opinion. And this realm is complex and beautiful. Um, so I find that knowing these things, knowing the fixed positions of the stars in the wandering stars, which are the planets, knowing that, and knowing some of the things that you mentioned, Mooney, is like it's a bit of a cheat code. And I believe this is a programming firmware. A lot of stuff you mentioned is actually based on like physical 3D. So my question is, how does spell work in metaphysical things affect the metaphysical? That's just what I consider fun conversations. But everything else to me is, this is an encoded realm, and I don't know you can't really tell me anything different, because just in my own logical mind, it is that. So you can be an incredibly powerful player in this video game, and not just an NPC. And you're powerful anyway. I won't keep rambling. These are like little just morsels of thought. I was trying to tie it into something like
Got it. You got it.
that you guys can say for the Chronicles, and share with the Mesa's great 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 grandchildren archive. Like, but anyway, so much love. You are amazing. You are beautiful. Look in the mirror tomorrow morning. Add this to your ritual. Look in the mirror and say, "I love you." Try that
Amen.
as a beginning spell of the day. So,
Yes.
no fear. You're amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Moonfeather, for being so cool and amazing and rocking his spirit. And thank you, Betsy. You guys are lots of nurturing energy from you guys. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. You got me thinking too about the bamboo thing, and
Yeah.
even I'll take it even in a maybe
Point
in a
for me. Put a point for me. No.
in a similar yet different perspective, mushrooms and the like neuro links between fungi and like their connectedness, and how it will look like it's just a single mushroom, but they actually communicate under the ground with
Network.
essentially everything around them, not only each other, but every living thing around them. And so I think going into like wanting to be a part of the healing of the collective, like to keep that in mind, like even when it just seems like it's just you, like it's not really just you. We're all in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? We're all part of the same network, or not. We don't have to talk about those people.
It's so funny that you said that, because I came across a little saying that said, girls, what is it, about girl code, girls support girls, and it was actually scratched out, and on the bottom it says, no, I support good girls that are actually doing good for themselves and doing good for the collective, which is true. It's, they say, hey, pray for your enemies. I'll pray for you, but I'm not gonna vibe with you. But you're absolutely right. That was so beautiful. That honestly was so beautiful. Really, thank you so much. That is so, so, so beautiful. I would like to just close out before I do. Anything else that's on your heart and mind, Ronan, Anthony? Anything else that's on your heart and mind? You have the floor. I'm going to close out with some gratitude affirmations, and then we definitely will, bit of fun to do to everyone in the chat. Anything else, guys, in your heart?
I think that I've said pretty.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
I'm pretty spot on with what I'm feeling good about the
Okay.
messages.
I want to make sure that you guys want to
Unless, of
Mhm.
course, you want to pull me an angel card and one tarot card.
Oh, of course. Oh, the
Unless you want to
tarot.
get funky. If
Yes,
Ronan
I
doesn't have time to stick around, that's cool. Ronan can close out. I don't want to keep you if you're.
Yeah. Pull.
no, yeah.
I'm gonna drop. You guys can pull the card, and I'll be watching. But I would like to really. Mara has been sharing some amazing info, and I would say I agree with the be goofy, and that's the spice of life. Don't take things so seriously.
Amen.
Everything's good. It's it's all good. It's like it actually is all good. And it's I just greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that any of these messages, hanging out with us, I look at this as like the people in the chat are not just strangers. It's kind of like I kind of know I kind of like know everyone in this chat right now. So in some sort of way, right? So it's so much love, and I greatly appreciate you guys. Um, I'm sure if you're like me, we don't have a ton of people like this to talk to like in real life, unless you're truly blessed and you do. But so this is we're a part of that oneness network, guys. We're on that mushroom network out here, just connecting no matter where you are. And it's a true blessing. And new moon tonight, I believe, in 2025 is coming. It's gonna be so amazed balls, man. So massive love, appreciate, and thank you, Moonfeather, again for having me.
Of course. Before you go,
Okay.
because I know you got to go to work tomorrow. We honestly respect that. But while you're both here, I want to absolutely express my deepest gratitude for each of you sharing this space with me. In a world that often feels extremely overwhelming, just as you said, Ronan, there's not a lot of people who we could connect on the level that we do connect. And it is absolutely a gift to be able to share this space here with you. And you agreeing at last minute, yeah, I'll go and visit you too, which is amazing. I did invite other people, but I understand the time difference and stuff. And bless Chris for coming in as well and just chiming in the chat. And but I'm glad that we were able to come here, connect, grow, and that's what I hope for everyone in my vibe tribe, that they're able to grow in love and understanding and in support of mostly themselves, first within, before without, right? And I want to thank you for your kindness, for your authenticity, for your goofiness, for your gifts, and the space that you provide for me, for both. This is for both of you. So the space that both of you provide for me to be my true self, and I absolutely love that. I love that. I love you guys. So I love you, Ryan. You can go. You can go. It's okay. But I'm sending out so much love to you.
You guys are awesome. Thank you, Moonfeather. You're awesome, and Petty, you're awesome. And the Mesas, watch out. The Mesas basketball team's gonna take over.
Oh yeah.
2040. You got no. Anyway, I'll be listening later, guys. Peace. Massive love.
Peace.
Okay, bye. Okay, girl. So yeah, Busy, amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. I know you're always so busy and you take out this space, girl. That for me it's amazing. It really
I was
is.
looking forward to being here tonight. It's my
Really?
joy
Oh my
and my
God,
pleasure.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
talked about it all day. You can ask George. George will tell you. I yes, I said I have to be home by 6 o'clock because I have to build my dough because I'm
Right,
baking bread tomorrow. So I fed
right.
my starter this morning. I had to build my dough,
Love
and
it.
I have to be on Mooney's show at 8. So you know,
Oh my
we
gosh,
gotta.
I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me come here. And you said you will love a number card and a tarot, right?
Yeah, yeah, just yeah. I just we'll keep it short. Short and
Yeah.
sweet.
No, beautiful. I love
Something
it.
a
I
little
love
fun to end to close out.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. This is for a lovely entity. Being Spirit. Let's give her an energy card. Let's give her. Let's give her an energy card. What do you want to let her know? What do you want to let her know? What do you want to let her know, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Of course, you asked
I
and three had
specifically
come
asked
out.
for
Do you
one,
see
but
that? Do you see that at the bottom of the deck? You got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What do we have here? Oh my gosh. Very, very nice. You got the Queen of Pentacles here in this position right here. Queen of Pentacles. That's, yeah. Taking definitely money's coming in and you're going to be able to know how to manage it, and then you have here the moon at the end, so you got a couple of surprises coming in, something that you do not expect, that you're not expecting. Okay, so listen to your dreams, especially listen to your dreams. So you came out in the first position. That's beautiful. Beautiful. So this is definitely, I love this card because this is the time. This is for me. It's very reflective about of winter. This is the time to start saving up. Because something is gonna come in that definitely you are going to yeah, like some type of investment, like an investment is coming in to fulfill like a particular dream or goal that you've had. This dream is sticking out to me.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Love it. Very nurturing. Of course, that's you. Super nurturing. Uh, Providing financial stability with whatever it is that you decide to put, your energy into, your passion. Ooh. Oh, 28, confidence. That's that 10, 10.
Yes, ma'am. There it is.
January 1st, right? The 11. Don't we love that? Confidence. I radiate confidence and self-assurance. I believe in my abilities and trust in my potential. With confidence, I pursue my goals and create the life I desire. Oh my gosh.
Love
Isn't
that.
that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love that. And of course, at the bottom, total happiness here, which you don't see coming. That's what's going to be revealed. Of course, I love it. A family celebration, possibly a new home. Woo-hoo. Possibly a new home. Very, very nice. Thank you,
I'll take
Spirit.
it.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful, guys. Oh my gosh. Everyone, listen. Special shout out, especially to Mara, because Mara lives in France and these are AM hours. She should be
Oh
tucked in,
Lord.
being, all cozy, and she's here with me, with us. And so much love to you, Mara. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. We love you so very much.
Indeed, Mara. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Like she's already showing us that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, I'm going to say some affirmations, some new moon affirmations, and we're going to put this out there. and and bring in all this beautiful, wonderful energy, right? For ourselves and for the collective. Let me come here really quick. Beautiful. Uh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let me just ring this bell just one time. Thank you, Spirit. The bell always has to come up. The bell always reminds me of my grandmother. Okay, beautiful. I clear away any stagnant energy that's no longer serving me and welcome any changes that need to occur in order for me to best align with my highest self. I welcome this new chapter with open arms and step into this new moon phase with nothing but acceptance and gratitude. I use this new moon phase to set intentions aligned with the current energy of the luminaries, and I release any worry or anxiety. What's meant for me will never miss me. I am always aligned with my highest and greatest good. Ashe, Ashe, Amen. So mote it be. Always forget that one. Like, yes, thank you, Spirit. I try to see them all. I can't remember them all. Awesome, Petri. Again, my dear sister, thank you so much for taking this time. We know you got all of the kids, right? How's that going? You got all the kids with you today, which is beautiful. Ooh, I don't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a full house over here, and I have never been happier. I'm
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Love that energy.
whole and complete. My whole
Yes.
heart is here. There's nothing better.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy. I love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. As am I. My heart is so filled right now, and I'm so grateful to everyone that came in the chat, to our beautiful special guests, to everyone who's gonna watch this afterwards. Y'all are amazing. Seriously, y'all are super, super amazing, and I'm extremely grateful to everyone. Let me just close this out really quick. And New Year's Eve is tomorrow. I wish so much health, wealth to everyone, and to continue your journey, your spiritual journey, to continue it in love and strength and perseverance, which I love that Betsy brought that up, perseverance. That's like, I lean on that so much, but I am eternally grateful to the Most High, to Spirit, and to my ancestors for their unwavering guidance and love. I acknowledge the infinite divine source power that flows through me, transcending all dimensions of existence. I am limitless, I am boundless, and I am eternal, embracing my true essence without fear. I embody love in its purest form, radiating light and compassion into the world. Thank you for the sacred journey, for reminding me of my strength and connection to all that is. I honor the divine within me, around me, celebrating the unity of all life, and I honor the divine in you guys. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. I always ask, my goodness, I always ask the Most High, thank you, Spirit, to put a circle of protection around our children, our loved ones, to protect them whether we are near or far. And yeah, guys, have a beautiful night. Thank you so much for coming through. We love you. So much love to the kids, all of them, and to George as well. Have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful evening, guys. Blessings to everyone in the chat. Guys, have an amazing, beautiful night. Take care, y'all. We love you. Bye.
Peace, everybody.
Peace. Take care, guys.